We are considering God's purpose for our trials and troubles. Is there any reason for it? Is there anything good that can come out of this test or trial that you may be experiencing? Let me read to you what Peter said in 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6 through 8. In all this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. Though you've not seen him, you love him. And even though you do not see him now, you believe in him, and you are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy. Here he says that these trials have a way of refining us, just like gold. And it's interesting when you hear about gold and how they heat it and boil it until all the dross and all the impurities of it are scraped off. And I'm told that often the man that is doing the gold in biblical times would wait until he could see his reflection in the gold. He got rid of the dross, got rid of the impurities. And so maybe God is refining us so he could finally see the face of his Son in our behavior and in our walk. It's scary to realize how many blind spots we all live with. None of us see ourselves quite like we are. For instance, even doing these recordings and speaking to you, to watch myself on film, or the first time I ever heard my recorded voice, I thought, I don't know that I'd walk across the street to hear myself, because I never knew I sounded that way. I never knew, the image never was fed back to me. And it's quite interesting that God has a refining process to deal with the hidden areas of our heart, of our character, that we are not even aware that we're out of sorts with God in that area. Wrong motives, wrong attitude, and trials are refining us, making us more and more look like the Lord Jesus Christ, so that God's trials will not ruin you. I knew a man that used to say, talking about when they used to buffet rocks and precious stones, that you could shine for Jesus if you could take the buffeting, because they'd put those rocks in the blender and put a certain powder in there, and they would just tumble, but eventually they'd come out shining. And Peter is saying, dear saint of God, you're being refined. And I think of the hymn of writers saying these words, when through fiery trials thy pathway shall lie, my grace all sufficient shall be thy supply. The flame shall not hurt thee, I only design thy dross to consume and thy gold to refine. Thy dross to consume and thy gold to refine. How firm a foundation, ye saints. The trial that the enemy would tell you is meant to destroy you, God is saying, no, it's meant to purify you and make you 10 times better than you ever would have been apart from this testing and trouble. So take heart. God is shining you, refining you, and making you be more than you would have ever been without him taking you through this process of becoming like his Son. You will shine like gold, and you will shine like the stars in his eternal kingdom. Take courage, my friend. Take courage. God has a purpose in your troubles and your trials. He has not abandoned you. Rather, he is working on you to be better than you could ever dream. God bless you and strengthen you.